What's going on, everyone? The Cabbage Man 19 here, coming at you with another Fallout talk, or Fallout 5 talk video. And in today's video, I really wanted to talk about, for Fallout 5, what should we expect when it comes to the difference between a first-person shooter, looter shooter, if you can say, and a role-playing game, RPG. Fallout 4, I believe, is defined as an action RPG. So, one of the lines that I believe is correct is, Fallout is a role-playing game with no role to play. Considering you're given a background, predetermined background, you create your character, and it kind of like loses all role-playing ability because it forces you to be a character that was of the military, or a lawyer if you choose a female. And it seemed that Bethesda focused much more on the gunplay, which, don't get me wrong, the first-person shooter mechanics of Fallout 4 are 1,000,000 times better than the previous games. But I just feel like it lost almost all RPG elements, because in the previous games you had your skills that you would get 15 or 20 points depending on your intelligence every level to put into your skills, such as melee, unarmed, small guns, big guns, energy weapons, explosives, science, lockpick, survival, etc. And that created a lot, like you can spec your build, but I believe that, you know, if you can get to level 30, 40, you can just 100% all your skills, which, if you think about it, anybody could get really good at anything. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it'd take a lot of time. But yeah, where do we draw the line between first-person shooter and RPG? Because I feel like if Fallout 5 has the FPS elements that it does in Fallout 4, you can just be as good as you want to be no matter what. Like, how do you balance those proficiencies? So, like, you took away the small gun skill and you just put in the perks for rifleman that you can take 5 times, commando that you can take 5 times, gunslinger that you can take 5 times. You know, they dumbed it down, is what it feels like, to me at least. It's like, how do you balance that element compared to an RPG element for skills such as, like I said, small guns? I don't really know. I mean, I don't have the answers. This is just a discussion video. I am literally just hopping on here to ramble. And this came to me in the shower, and I really thought this was a really good topic to define that difference between FPS and RPG, because I wanted to have both. I don't want to give up the mechanics, the gunplay mechanics of Fallout 4, and I don't want to give up the skills and the perk system of 3 in New Vegas. Like, imagine if New Vegas had the gunplay that Fallout 4 has. But would you be able to just take that gunplay and do anything you want? Like, do you add in weapon spread? Depending on the skill, you know, your weapons aren't as effective if your skill isn't as higher. You know, you can't do certain... You just flat out can't use certain weapons. You can't make as fast of melee attacks. You know, I've never really done a melee build, so I'm not too well versed on melee combat in Fallout, but yeah, that's the topic. How do we balance between FPS and RPG? I'd love to hear in the comments if anybody's even watching this video. Just, I don't really know the answer, and this is a topic that I think is very, very critical for the next Fallout. This is going to define what the game is, if it's going to be a looter shooter open world Fallout 4, or more of a role-playing game such as 3 in New Vegas. To me, I would much rather have 3 in New Vegas all day over 4. I enjoyed 3 in New Vegas a lot more than 4, even though 4 was my first Fallout. Those other 2 are just above and beyond. Even with the outdated graphics and gunplay, it's just better. I felt more immersed in the world. Don't get me wrong, the open world of 4 is amazing. Like, if you can have those factions battling each other just kind of on their own, like they kind of do in the old games, but not really. That role-playing sense in that open world. I'm just trying to think, like, if you had skills in the gunplay of 3 in 4, I think it would be a much better game. You would be able to RPG and know predetermined background. I know Bethesda's not really great at that, and honestly, by the day I'm losing faith in Bethesda, especially with Starfield, but that is, like, because I feel like even in Starfield, the shooting mechanics allow you to be as overpowered as you want to be, because there's no real challenge to the game, unless you're like per se playing on survival mode where you can get hit from anywhere. Survival completely made Fallout 4 a better game, and I felt like I had to think more, and I was much more challenged in the game. And you know, I think you can role play better in survival mode in Fallout 4 just because you can spec differently and you actually have to focus on not dying. So I'm just trying to think here, you know, what are some more ideas. You know, I really like the perk system from 3 in New Vegas. I'm not a big fan of, when I go back and play Fallout 4, it feels so dumbed down and just like things that I'm already doing, I'm just making myself better at. It's not like I'm gaining anything by leveling up. You know, I can already use a hunting rifle or an assault rifle or a sniper rifle from level 1. Just pick it up, and all I do from there is just ignore target armor and do more damage with my perks. It's not like I'm unlocking anything. I remember when I was playing Fallout New Vegas and I was looking so forward to getting to level 13, 14, or 15, and you unlock the finesse perk, which gives you an increased critical chance on enemies with a ranged weapon or so. It's like, or no, it's just in combat, period. It's like, where is that? Like, I don't get that excited for Fallout 4 when I'm leveling up. It feels more like a grind, and it's not what I want it to be. I want Fallout 5. I want to be able to immerse myself and build the character that I want to. You know, role play, because, you know, Fallout is a RPG, and that's what it should be. But I really don't want to lose those FPS elements because I'm an FPS player. But if I have to, I think I could give it up, but I don't want to. And I'm trying to draw that line, trying to see where the Fallout community stands on that line, because I think this is, like I've already said, just a huge topic. And I want to get this topic out there and have people talking about it for the next game. So yeah, that's my thoughts on how do we differentiate RPG and first-person shooter in the next Fallout game. And I'd love to hear everyone else's thoughts, and I'd like to keep this video shorter and brief because I talked a little fast. I repeated myself a couple times, so I kind of want to end the video here. You know, I'm going to title the video exactly what I've been saying, and I just want to say thank you to anybody who's watching. A little bit of a kind of pushed outro, but I really want to get this video out. I want to get this topic going. And I appreciate anybody who's viewing, anybody who likes the video, anybody who subscribes. You know, I'm really trying to build an audience here. And yeah. So that'll do it for me. The Cabbage Man 19 here, signing off. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.